Huh.
Hello there. Tonight's video is featuring a straight razor giveaway. And it's a JR Torre. Let me step back a little so maybe you can see it better. It's a JR Torre 4/8. There's the blade. This is a small razor. It doesn't have any gems on it. There are a couple things, and that's one of them that you need to know about this razor. So this razor will get slippery in your hands when your hands are wet. You need to use some alum on your fingers when you use this blade. Also, this blade is a 4/8. It's a small razor. So, I don't recommend a 4/8 for a beginner. So if you want to enter the giveaway, you're quite welcome to do so. But I don't consider a 4/8 to be suitable for a beginner, but there have been people that have started with spikes and all kinds of things. So the giveaway is restricted to Conus, Continental US, because that's all I can afford. Sorry, but there it is. Also, we're going to shave with this razor tonight, and this razor has a shaving edge according to my preference. But I'm not a Honemeister. I don't send my razors out to hone. I hone my razors, get the best edge I can get on them, and I shave with them. So this is shave ready for me and my preference and my ability. But I guarantee you it's probably not shave ready as most people who have their razors honed, sent out to be honed, and stuff like that would call shave ready. So I will shave with this tonight. I have shaved with it before. It's not a problem for me. It does a good job for me, but understand and be aware that you may have to have this razor honed to what you want when you receive it. So that's the deal. Conus only, 4/8, no jimps, no guarantee that this is shave ready, but it's a good solid razor. There's nothing wrong with the geometry in it or anything that I can tell. And it's got, if you haven't noticed, barber's notch. And that's the deal, a JR Torre. And just comment on the YouTube channel here on this video. And that's the only way. I'll be posted in a lot of different media places, Facebook, Google Plus, and all that. You must comment on my YouTube video here, this one. Subscribe if you must be a subscriber. Subscribe if you are not subscribed to me. And comment with "I'm in." That way I can differentiate from people that just want to make comments and those that are commenting that they want to be a part of this giveaway. So, and I will number each and every one of you as your "I'm in" comes in. I'll put your name down and I'll put a number beside it, and I'll do a random number generator. The 7th of May will be the end of this contest, and within 2 to 3 days I will make my foray into the random number generator and announce the winner, and I'll ship it to you free, Continental US only. So tonight's soap, we're going to be using Mystic Water soap, My Source Sandalwood, and I have got to tell you that this is the very best sandalwood scent that I have ever smelled in my life. Unfortunately, this is no longer available. She has a sandalwood scent, but it's not this blend. This blend, the ingredients were too expensive. She had to stop making the soap. But anyway, that's the deal. I'll be using that and my Samo 1460 bore. Now, I've had the puck blooming for about 20 minutes. Let's go ahead and get started. I had a heck of a time lathering this soap, and it has a reputation as a soap that's hard to lather, and I understand why, because it took 3 days for me to figure out how to get this soap to lather, and what I've found is that it really needs, at least for me, it really needs a good bloom. I know that there are other people that lather it in different ways. One of the things that I've learned about lathering soaps is that what works for me might not do a thing for you. So I'm not in any way saying that I know the perfect way to bloom this soap. But my way is working for me. It creates a lovely, lovely stable lather. Drop the soap. And it's just a lovely soap. But it is difficult to lather. It was for me. I had a really hard time. The lather I would get it on my face, and the lather would absolutely disappear before I got through the first side of my face on that first pass. It would disappear on the other side of my face. And, you know, that kind of disappointed me. But the thing of it is that this soap, even when the lather went away, on the side of my face that had the lather gone, this soap left such a layer of slickness on my face that I could shave just fine with the lather going away and not have a lick of trouble. Get a nice, close, comfortable shave out of it. Now, I think that I've got this soap figured out, and I think that it will be stable, but we shall see. If not, I'll keep working this soap until I find out what the secret is, because it's absolutely gorgeous stuff. It's got a lovely, lovely scent. It's got a wonderful slickness. And by the way, this soap was a gift from my friend Johnny Petrie, and I want to thank you so much for the soap. It's absolutely lovely and wonderful. Even if it was a troubled child when I first started with it, you know, just lovely. Lovely. And if you look at the soap, it is trying to dissipate, but this is a lot better than what I got when I first started, and it's still there. Bear in mind, I'm using a straight. And it's a lovely, lovely soap. I thought long and hard about giving this straight razor away because it is a small size razor and it doesn't have any chimps, and it is really not. I would not recommend that kind of razor to a beginner at all. But you know, I started straight shaving. I picked up a straight that my father-in-law had. It was a 6/8 muted point straight, and I had no clue what I was doing. And I would be willing to bet that there are a lot of guys who started on all kinds of razors. But see, now it's staying, so I whipped it a bit more on this second pass, and that's what it needed. It now is nice and stable. That is something else about this soap. It reminds me of old school soaps, where it takes a bit more work but anyway, talking about deciding whether or not to fit this razor, I've wanted to do it for a while, but that beginner thing kept getting in my head, and then I realized, hey, you know, this is not just for beginners. This is for anybody that maybe you're a fan of the smaller razors. Well, if you are, that's a really nice one. With good steel. Like I said, you may need to, you probably more than likely will need to have it honed. More than likely it will not be. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Look at that. More than likely it will not be shave ready to your standards. If you watch some of Ray Pope's video, his philosophy is a lot like mine. You know, and I'm not knocking guys that hone for a living, or not for a living, but they hone for other people. Ain't nobody making a living honing razors. I can tell you that right now. It just ain't happening. But anyway, the guys that hone professionally, people that would be called home masters, I'm not knocking them. But for centuries, you know, the synthetic stones, the Nortons and all of that, the Nanoas and stuff, they weren't available in the United States 200 years ago. Or 100 years ago, probably. They weren't available. You know? That razor of my father-in-law's, that Boker. I bet you he took the whetstone he used to sharpen his knives on, because I know him, he was a cheap fella. He didn't send that razor out for anybody to sharpen. Sorry, it didn't happen from him. Harry Brunning didn't do that. So they sharpened their razors on what they had to hand. And that is what I do. Now, today they have a wonderful thing called lapping film, which is what I use. But just because I'm using lapping film and you're reading all those threads on the hunting forums about how easy lapping film is to use and all that kind of deal, doesn't mean that I'm Mr. Honemeister and that my edges are going to meet with your approval. Lovely. That meets with my approval. Beautiful. I'm going to hit the chin just a tiny bit. And maybe right along in here. That'll be it. But that's just something to be aware of. So, let's try that. Let's go that way. Lovely. All right. So that's the shave. Excuse me a minute. And this goes spectacular with pretty much any kind of sandalwood scent. One of the main ingredients of this is sandalwood. Alright, the giveaway. Conus only. It may need to be honed to your satisfaction. 4-8 J.R. Torre. Barber's Notch. No gems. If you're in, comment below on this YouTube video, on my YouTube, on YouTube, when this video is playing, go to the YouTube link, comment with I'm in on the YouTube video, Conus only. Drawing ends the 7th of May. And I'll choose with a random number generator. God bless you. Thank you for joining me on my shave. Thank you for being. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to be into this giveaway, you must be a subscriber. All right. God bless you. Thank you. Have a good one.
Huh.